Hi Jenson. Okay, now there are 16-1 odds for you defending your title. Would you bet on yourself?
If I was a betting man, definitely. That's like super odds. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, and if I was able to, because I'm not, because you can't bet on yourself, I would. So get out there, put some money on.
Okay, now what do you personally think of your chances this weekend?
This weekend, I don't know. You know, I think we come here with a much better car than we had at the last sort of high downforce circuit in Hungary. So we'll be a lot more competitive, and there's a few rule changes which will help us. I think the Red Bulls will be very competitive here, but we'll be there. You know, the Vodafone McLaren Mercedes team will be there. Ferrari will be there, I think, as well. Mercedes. So I think you're looking for you're going to have a great race this weekend. You know, between eight drivers, 9 drivers fighting for the victory.
Speaking of which, you brought up Red Bull. Now, recently in a recent interview, you brought up the fact that Webber had also mentioned in his interview that he had a special device. So what kind of device do you think that is that gives them an advantage this season?
I don't know, but they haven't got it anymore. There's a few regulation changes with the front wing and also the front of the floor that have changed. It makes everything a lot stiffer.
Do you think it gave them a lead this season?
I don't know, and I don't know if they were doing anything, but we'll see this weekend, I think, and that's the exciting thing. There's no point talking about it too much. I think we'll see the performance of the cars this weekend. I think we'll still see the Red Bulls very strong, but I don't think they'll be quite as strong as they were in Hungary, because it was like they were in a different category in Hungary.
Now, you've always seemed to not quite like the rainy weather when driving. So any difference in racing strategy, tyre strategy this time around? Looks rainy out there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've won 2 races this year, and both of them were in the wet, so I'm not too bad in the rain. But I love the mixed conditions, and I think this is good conditions for this type of circuit.
Thing going on, you know?
Yeah, the British thing. The Brits love the rain. But it's very different here. When it rains, it's so full on. The rain. It's pretty much a lake after 2 or 3 minutes here. So I hope it doesn't rain hard over this weekend, because the race will be stopped. So
Does
I hope
it feel like bullets?
In the car, no, it's fine. You've got a crash helmet on, so it's all right.
Speaking of strategy, what was your strategy in chasing Jessica right back?
That's private.
Hopefully that actually was a good thing. Congratulations, you guys are back together though.
Thank you.
I think half of Singapore was rejoicing because they're big fans.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I saw that downstairs when we were doing some other work.
More autographs from her?
Yeah, more than me. By a long way, which I much prefer.
Now, you've also praised her foot massages as your secret weapon, so are you stocking up on that right now?
That's a Singapore thing, I think. That was last year here in Singapore. But no, I can't remember the last time she gave me a foot massage. I'm very, very disappointed.
Hint right there. Hint. Now, you've mentioned that cycling relaxes you, and what other things do you do to relax yourself?
Yeah, sport for me is something that I really enjoy, and I've been in Japan the last few days with Jessica, and we've been doing a lot of fitness, which has been great. So it's been really good. Really enjoyed myself, and I love Japan. I spend a lot of time in Japan now, and love the food.
Japanese.
I'm trying. It's quite difficult.
What do you know?
Quite a bit, but I'll save that for another time. But I love the food. The people are so respectful as well, and yeah, I'm really enjoying myself there, and I've got a lot of reasons to go back.
You've always talked about your family, but never really said how they were instrumental in your success, to where you are now. So could you tell us a little bit more about how your mom, dad, maybe family have been instrumental to your success?
Very.
How?
Very. By being there for me and being my family. So.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Have a good race.
Thank you very much.